Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a brand new protocol that just launched called Splash Network, or Splassive. If you think that this looks familiar, that's because it is. This is a direct fork of Drip Network, which has been in a bit of turmoil the last few days. So I think that this is pretty timely, them launching this right in line with Drip being down, which is very interesting. This is not on the Binance Smart Chain. This is on the AVAX network. So a little bit different in terms of how you jump into this. Obviously, you're not going to be on the Binance Smart Chain. Again, you're on AVAX, and the also like a couple other distinct differences. If we look here, this pays out instead of 1% with Drip. This is paying out 2% daily, up to 360%. You can go ahead and be able to build out your teams, airdrop your teams, just like you can in Drip Network. So lots of cool stuff here. But before we get a deep dive into Splash Network or Splassive, do make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel here. We are currently on the push to 20,000 subscribers. So if you are new here to the channel, first off, welcome. And after you watch this video, if you find any value in it, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel here. And also, definitely consider hitting the notification bell to make sure that you're staying up to date with all the content that I put out here. It's very important in terms of opportunities. Just like in today's video, a lot of the information that we put out is very time sensitive. As you can see here, if we look over at Splash Network, where is the total people in it? It's somewhere here. I think it's like less than 800 people. Let's see, is it here? There you go. 880 people in the contract already, and this just launched a few hours ago. They did stealth launch. It had a bit of a bumpy start, but looks to be things are running smoothly now. And the couple things that I wanted to point out in regards to Splassive or Splash Network, right? Obviously, if we're talking about your building out your teams, if that's something that you wanted to go ahead and do, which you could do, just like with Drip Network and how you have to buy the Breep tokens, with this protocol, you have to buy Wave tokens. Right now, they're extremely cheap. And if this protocol blows up, then the likelihood of those tokens appreciating in price is probably pretty high, right? Because other people want to build out their teams. So what I've done actually, since I got in on this pre-sale, we did do a whitelist giveaway in the premium Discord server. Those people that took advantage of the whitelist are up a pretty decent amount right now. So essentially, what I'm going to be doing, since I imagine that a lot of people from Drip that maybe have gotten into Drip a little bit late, but they understand how massive it was for people that got into Drip Network in the beginning. Like Drip Network made millionaires, right? So I feel like that there could be a big wave of people, no point intended, a big wave of people coming into Splash Network that are after making a lot of money like those people did in Drip Network. So I'm definitely interested to see how this is going to play out. My strategy here is I took my pre-sale allocation or all the Splash tokens that I got from pre-sale. I split those up and I deposited about half of them, and I'm sitting on the other half. And my thought is if this thing kind of blows up, obviously it's going to appreciate the price of the Splash token, and I'm looking to take profits there. And if it doesn't, then I'll just continue to deposit them and earn that 2% per day. As you can see here, the current price of the Splash token is $5.64. I believe that the pre-sale price was under 250, so we're looking at just a little over a 2x just on just from pre-sale. Again, I imagine that this price is going to go up. I'm sure that a lot of people are making deposits and starting to build out their teams, right? This is what I'm going to be looking to do as well, just like we did in Drip. So we're going to be building out a team here. So if this is something that you decide you want to jump into, definitely consider, you don't have to use my referral link if you don't want to, but definitely consider it if you want to jump in and be able to receive the airdrops that we send out to the team on a weekly basis. So now we're going to be doing it with Drip, with Splassive, and then also my Diamond team, and then hopefully in the future, pretty soon, with Piston. So I wanted to make this quick video so that you guys could be notified about Splassive before it's too late. Like I said, it's still very, very early. Like I said, only less than 1,000 people actually in this right now, and I'm not sure exactly how many people are actually in Drip. It'd be an interesting metric to find out. But if you wanted to jump into this, all you would do is you would come over here. Since they are using like a native DEX, you can purchase right through the well. So you're going to want to come to splassive.com, head on over to the well, like the page that we're on right now, and you'll be able to buy here. However, there is a 10% tax on all sales, and we'll go into the white paper and get those details as well for you. But you can be able to come over here, buy. Once you have your Splash tokens, then you can come on over to the tap. If you wanted to use my buddy ID, you would go ahead and enter that buddy ID. It's going to be down below in the description. You'd enter that buddy address right here, hit update. It's going to, you have to prove the transaction, and then you can go ahead and be able to deposit however many you wanted to here. You would have to approve it first and then deposit. And then once you're in, you're good to go. You can be able to hydrate or recompound your daily earnings day over day, however often you like. And again, this is on the AVAX ecosystem, so same or similar, low cost fees in terms of gas fees, right? So did want to check out their white paper real quick. So 2% daily return on investment, sustainability through tax on transaction, full team building referral system, and compound interest. This is pretty small. I just want to see their taxes. Okay. So the TAP's compound mechanism uses the current available Splash dividends and redeposits them into the TAP contract, compounding your long-term earnings by increasing your daily cash flow, and also by increasing your max payout. There's only a 5% tax on compounding transactions instead of the 10% tax that is put into other Splash transaction. This 5% tax goes into the TAP pool that is then used to pay daily ROIs and referral bonuses. The Splash from this tax is also paired with AVAX from the Shore liquidity staking contract and locked in the Splash AVAX liquidity pool. Splash can then be deposited into the Splashes the TAB contract to provide a consistent 2% daily return on investment. Here, if you want to be able to purchase Wave, here's how many Wave tokens that you would need to purchase, and this directly correlates with how many downlines you want to. So if you wanted to have full access to all 15 downlines, you would need 1,597 of these Wave tokens. They're relatively cheap right now, so I went ahead and picked up the max amount there, and again, am sitting on some of them because I am interested to see the price appreciation here. I imagine it's going to go up. They do have their whale tax just like Drip Network, right? So if you own more than 10% of the total supply of the Splash tokens, then there is a 50% tax, and that goes all the way down. If you have a 1% supply or total supply, 1% of the total supply, then you're taxed additional 5%. So just keep that in mind as well. But I would recommend that you really take a deep dive on these docs and really understand what you're getting into beforehand, so that you know the way that the tax structure is set up, so that you're not getting into something and then not understanding like what's going on, right? So recommend exchange for trading Splash is the whale contract, which can be found directly on the platform's website under the swap tab, as it allows us to waive the initial 10% tax on buys, right? So if you go ahead and purchase from the whale here, not whale, but from the well, you will not be taxed the 10% on buys, just on the sale. So just keep that in mind. And then there's also that 10% deposit fee as well. Once you make your initial principal deposit, that is not money that you can continue to pull out, or you can't pull that out once it's been deposited. However, you were just earning that 2% daily on that initial principal deposit. I think that about wraps up today's video. I just wanted to get this out as soon as possible, so that way you guys can get notified, because like I said, this thing just launched, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. Again, we're going to be doing weekly airdrops, so if you want to take advantage of being part of the Murdoch team, then definitely hit up the my buddy code down below in the description of today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you got any value out of today's video. Other than that, we will see you later.